There is a global myth that everyone believes. It says that this logo represents the most successful restaurant in human history. They serve 69 million people a day. They sell 75 burgers every single second. And we assume their business model is simple. Make a burger for 10 cents, sell it for 15 cents, and keep the profit. That is the fast food version. Here is the capital logic. McDonald's is not a restaurant chain. They are a hedge fund that sells hamburgers. In the 1950s, the founder, Ray Kroc, wasn't getting rich, he was going bankrupt. He was trapped in a contract that paid him pennies on every burger sold. He was drowning in debt until he met a financial genius named Harry Sonneborn. Harry looked at the books and told him, "Ray, we aren't in the hamburger business. We are in the real estate business." This is the story of how they stopped selling food and started selling the land beneath your feet. In 1954, Ray Kroc signed what looked like the deal of a lifetime. He became the exclusive franchising agent for the McDonald brothers. But the math was a disaster. The contract stated that franchisees paid 1.9% of their gross sales. The brothers kept 0.5%, leaving Ray with just 1.4%. That 1.4% had to cover Kroc's entire overhead, lawyers, accountants, and travel. He was expanding the brand, but he was barely breaking even. The irony was brutal. The people flipping the burgers were getting rich, but the man building the empire was drowning in debt. Banks refused to lend him money because he had no collateral. A brand name isn't an asset you can touch.
He was barely breaking even, stuck in a contract that paid him pennies on every burger sold. Enter Harry Sonneborn, a financial genius who looked at Ray's business model and saw the problem immediately. In 1956, he sat Ray down and delivered the line that changed business history. "Ray, we are not technically in the food business. We are in the real estate business." He explained, "The only reason we sell 15-cent hamburgers is because they are the greatest producer of revenue from which our tenants can pay us our rent." And with that, the entire strategy flipped on its head. McDonald's wasn't about food, it was about land. So they created a new entity, the Franchise Realty Corporation. The strategy was a masterstroke. McDonald's would lease a plot of land for, say, $1,000. They would then sublease it to the franchisee for $1,400. This did two things. First, the markup gave corporate instant cash flow. Second, it gave them total control. If a franchisee served bad fries, Kroc couldn't fire them, but as the landlord, he could evict them for not paying rent. Suddenly, the burger didn't matter. The lease was the profit. This created a virtuous cycle. The leases were high-quality assets. Kroc took those leases to the bank, got loans, and bought more land. He was expanding using the bank's money and the franchisee's profit. His own cost of capital dropped to near zero. By 1961, Kroc was powerful enough to buy out the brothers entirely. The price? $2.7 million cash. It seemed like a fortune at the time, but Harry Sonneborn knew the truth. The real estate assets alone were worth far more than the buyout price. Today, McDonald's is the largest owner of commercial real estate in the world. They own over $40 billion in property. And if you look at their financial reports, the majority of their profits still comes from rent, not food. Ray Kroc didn't want to be a chef. He wanted to be a king. And kings don't cook. They own the land. The burger pays the bills, but the real estate builds the empire.